Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday to you all. I am Coach Williams, and this is your Momentum Monday. And this whole month, we had been talking about the reset. And as we are closing out this month of June and going into our month of victory, which is July, then I wanted to talk to you briefly about this topic right here. Three ways to tell if it's a dream or an assignment. Again, I am Coach Williams, Cassandra Williams of Cassandra Williams Enterprise, your life tactician and the founder of Wise Wives Build. And I come out here every Monday to give you a shot in your arm, that thing, that tip, that tool, that thing you're going to need in order to start this week strong and end even stronger, right? And so as you are beginning to put your hand to do things, right? We are 6 months into the year. And so, as we are getting into this place, sometimes it can be like, well, it hadn't happened yet, so I'm not going to worry about it, right? But then you have to really look at it. As I was meditating and pondering what to do, what to talk about, I wanted to give you those three things because I said, how do you determine if you are walking in your divine assignment or if it's just a dream, right? Did y'all hear that song? It was just a dream. Okay, stay focused, focus, focus. Okay, so listen, what we need to identify is sometimes things are a good idea and it's a dream. When you were growing up, you were a child, we oftentimes we had a dream, right? Many of us grew up reading Cinderella, and so we had these options, we had these opinions or expectations of what relationships and things were going to be like based off of a fairy tale. And so we had a dream of what it would look like. And then we got married and we realized, baby, it was a whole assignment. It was not what we were expecting, right? But it was worth it. It was that thing that God ordained for us, okay? Most of us. Some people, listen, what God has joined together, what He joined, let no man put asunder. Listen, whole different topic for a whole nother day. So I want to give you these three topics for today. Okay. So number one, your dream excites you. Okay. Your dream excites you, but your assignment is going to require obedience. Your assignment is that thing that stretches you. I don't know about you, but sometimes them dreams, those things that I have, those desires, those hopes, they make me feel good. It's like, oh my God, that's a great idea. It's the end thing. Everybody's doing it. But my assignment, that's a stretch. Sometimes, most of the time, that's a stretch. It requires me to do things that I normally would not want to do. When I really think about it, I am an author of the Victor's Heart series, as well as some books for Wise Wise Build. And now we have leadership items that are going to be coming out within the next 30 days. So please stay focused, right? But here's the thing, that was not on my radar of things I wanted to do. Can we be honest? My dream was to make money. I wanted the corner office. I wanted the six figures. I wanted all the things, right? Being an author and pouring into women, no. But what is my assignment? I love to cook. I love to feed people. Still do. I do it on a daily basis. I just do it differently, right? And so my assignment required a level of obedience. My assignment required a stretch on my part. My assignment pulled me outside of my comfort zone, okay? So an assignment is not always convenient or comfortable. It's costly. It demands surrender, not preference. I'm going to say that again. Assignment requires a surrender, not preference. If God gave it to you, you won't be able to shake it. That's that thing that you keep trying to put on the shelf and he keeps handing it back to you, right? You keep throwing in the towel and he keeps throwing it back. Even if you don't want to do it, that assignment outlives your I don't want to. Because many of us have a strong, I don't want to when we start out, right? And we're like, well, I don't want to do that. And God's like, okay, I'll wait. And he waits and he waits and he waits. And until you say, okay, 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 I'm going to do it, right? Luke 22:42. Yet not my will, but your will, Lord, be done. Right. And some of us, it took us a minute to get there, but we got there, right? So the dream excites you. It immediately, it's like, oh my God, you can see yourself doing it. It's fun. It's that thing that is like, oh my God, that would be so cool. But it's also that thing that 5 years from now, you can still be talking about it, saying, woulda, shoulda, coulda, I'm gonna. Because some of y'all are still talking about, hold on one second. Some of y'all are still talking about, I'm gonna write it, I'm gonna start it, I'm gonna, it's a dream and you're excited about it. But that assignment, right? Which leads us into number two. That dream can sit on the shelf. Assignments come with the due date. That assignment keeps bubbling up in your belly. Okay. That assignment has a window of opportunity. It comes with a weight. It's a God's assignment often comes with divine timing, and missing that window can cost progress, positioning, or people. If what you're working on suddenly feels urgent, you feel that push, right? Sometimes I say it for my mentors that I say they put their foot in my back and they pushed me off the ledge, right? Because some of y'all are teetering. You're hanging on by. Listen, you know it's an assignment, but you have not yet moved in that place of obedience. And sometimes it started out as a dream. You thought you ever started out doing something and you were like, oh my God, this is great, right? You had time. Yeah, you had time because you had to get some schooling, you had to meet some mentors, you there was some processing that needed to take place. So you had a little bit of time, but when it came due, when that window of time, that window of opportunity came, there was a bearing down, there was a pressing, there was an urgency in your spirit. Do it now, right? When we got ready to get our home, we were I was getting ready to walk out of work, and I remember Holy Spirit said, do it and do it now. I was like, huh? He's like, now, do it now. I had no idea what was coming down the pipeline. And some of you are feeling that in your spirit right now of do it now, but it doesn't look like I should be doing it now, right? But God is saying, do it now. I'm producing things. I've got books coming out. I've got all of these things. And I'm like, God, it's a little chaotic. And he said, no, you're not doing that, but you are doing this now. That means there's an assignment. That's the assignment, because it doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't coincide with what's comfortable for you, right? There's a window of opportunity, and you've got to seize that moment for, because Ecclesiastes 3:1, there's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Don't miss your moment. One of the phrases I like, carpe diem, seize the day, seize the moment. Don't miss your moment. And here's the thing, don't miss your assignment living somebody else's dream. So some of you are so stuck on, this is what I'm supposed to do because that's what mama and them said, that's what grandmama and them said. I promised myself I was gonna always do this, and God has shifted and you're not shifting with the shift. Listen, don't miss your moment. Don't miss your assignment. Listen, you're gonna have to put in some work, but listen, it ain't gotta be that hard. Last month we did a whole series in Wise Build. Stop making it hard, because what we think and how we feel gets in the way of God's timing and his assignment sometimes. Okay, so here we are, number three. You ready? Number three, A dream elevates you. It makes you feel good. It makes you look good. It's those things that, your goals, your growth, your success. Look at me, right? But an assignment impacts others. It disrupts systems. It delivers breakthrough to other people, right? And so it says if you are building, what you're building carries others, stretches your faith, and multiplies impact, it's likely not just your dream, it's God's assignment. Say that again. If what you're building carries others, stretches your faith, and multiplies impact, it's likely not just your dream, it's God's assignment. Your assignment will always impact others. And that's where the weight comes from, is because a lot of times we are looking at it and we're feeling that weightiness and we feel unworthy, right? That's the assignment, because it's pulling you into a place that you don't feel like you deserve to be in. But on this Momentum Monday, I want you to plow. I want you to press forward into those assignments. And it may mean you have to lay down the dream. I had a dream of owning my own catering business, and I did that. But when the assignment to minister to God's people came, I had to lay down the dream. I still come out of hiding, and I still come out of retirement, if you will, every now and again. And, I'll bake something, cook something, or do something, when asked or when people want me to, or, if I have the time. But it never overshadows the assignment of God on my life. Because when I started out and I was catering and doing things like that, guess what? I took events on Sunday, which means it pulled me out. That dream that I had, I was burning the candle on both ends, because when I wasn't working my 9 to 5, guess what I was doing? I was working the business. And then when I was working the business, I didn't have time, a lot of time, for the real things of God the way He wanted me to do it. So guess what? There was a decision that had to be made. There was a surrender. And He said, I want that. He said, oh, you're going to feed my people, but you're not going to feed them naturally. You're going to feed them spiritually. So yeah, I still do that. My grandmother used to tell me all the time, you should be a teacher. That was never a dream of mine either. But she's like, you should be a teacher. You're so patient with people. And you can break down these things and that, and the other. Guess what? I teach every day. I do. I may not be in the school system yet. I may not be in the school system, but I still teach. I impact the lives of others. Okay. So those are the three things. Okay. Those are the three things. This is how you can know if it's a dream. If it's a dream, let me give you these definitions real quick. Give me 1 second. I just went on in. I didn't even give you the definitions. A dream is a desire or hope or a vision birthed from within, often connected to passion, imagination, or personal fulfillment, right? That's your dreams. An assignment is a divine directive, a task, a purpose, or calling given by God for a set time, place, or people. It often comes with weight, resistance, and grace for completion. So just know that you are graced to complete every assignment that God has given you. Okay. And so let me give you your affirmation for today. And then I'm going to let you guys go on your way. All right. So here we are with today's affirmation. I will no longer confuse ambition with assignment. I was created for purpose, and I choose obedience over comfort, impact over applause, and God's timing over my own. Can we do that one more time? Today, I will no longer confuse ambition with assignment. I was created for purpose, and I choose obedience over comfort, impact over applause, and God's timing over my own. Thank you guys so much for being here with me this morning on this Momentum Monday. I hope you guys have an amazing week. You can connect with me at www.thecassandrawilliams.com to see all the things that we have coming up over the next few weeks. Like I said before, we have some new things that are rolling out. We have a children's book that's coming out. We have a coloring book that's coming out. We have a leadership book that is coming out with a facilitator guide. Also, July 16th and 17th, we have the Flow Workshop. The Flow Workshop. That's mastering the art of giving and receiving. Many of us are great givers. Some of us can even be good receivers, but can you maintain it once you receive it? So there is a flow to this thing called money. There is a flow to this principle. And so we want to break that thing down because we want you to be positioned, right? I know the world is saying everything is chaotic, right? But I used to be in the trading field. I used to trade, and they would say what goes up must come down. Now we don't know when it's going to come down, but what goes up, hear me, what goes up must come down. And so I want you to be positioned for whatever God is doing. What is your assignment in this particular season? And my part of my assignment is to prepare the people of God. And so people to receive the things of God. And so I want you to join me in these workshops and things of that nature so we can bring balance to your life, because I want you to be able to not only build it, but I want you to build it. I want you to maintain it. Okay? I don't want you to just be picking up sprinkles of the blessings of God. I want you to rest, rule, and abide in that place. Okay? So that is our time today. www.thecassandrawilliams.com. You can learn under workshops, learn about those workshops that are coming out. You can go to the bookstore and see the new books and things like that that are coming out. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your day. You can also inbox me. You can DM me, right? But whatever you do, don't stop. Don't quit. Don't settle halfway. All right? Have an amazing rest of your day. Be blessed, everyone. And I will see you guys tomorrow. If you are in the Wise Wives Build community, I will be on Clubhouse 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Have an amazing day, everyone. Be blessed. Bye-bye.